I set on a mission to find the best fish thali in Goa. I'm not going to the touristic places that offer you the biggest thali for the cheapest price. I'm not able to feed them in my stomach anyways. So I'm hunting for local places that don't care for the tourist crowd and who serve the best soul curry. First, I headed to Mapusa to check out the place that's considered to be the best kept secret in town. I'm in Mapusa right now. It's a small town in the north. This place nobody will tell you about. We have a guy who fixes our phones. You know, we are creators, we drop things all the time. And he told me that this is the place where he eats. So let's check it out. I heard that it's the best food for truly local flavor. No fancy stuff, but lots of heart in the food. Okay, so we got here the kingfish thali and the chonak thali, and you know the setup really depends on the place where you go, and this is kind of a smaller selection, but for me it's perfect. I don't know how people eat like this 20 types of fish at the same time, but we're gonna try them too, so you're gonna see if I manage it or not, and let us try. So this is some tiny fish. Srigan, who is filming me right now, he's really afraid that I'm going to suffer because of spice. So you're gonna see it right on my face. Actually, Goan fish thalis is not too spicy. So you should never be scared to try them if this is something that you're concerned about. Very nice. Let's see here. This is, I don't know what is it. We have to ask. Oh wow. I think it's a type of fish.
I made a mistake, guys. This is not fish, this is chicken.
Amazing. You'll love it. This is actually jackfruit. You know the raw jackfruit? It's not ripe, and I've never eaten it the Goan way, so it's really interesting. It's my most favorite vegetable. This is the beauty of the thalis because they always put some seasonal things. If I came here 2 weeks later, I'm sure they will be completely different thing, and definitely not the jackfruit. Very nice. And the king of fish thali, at least for me, because I can drink it in liters. The coco. Chin chin! Perfecto. Okay, the fish. This is chonak, and then there we have kingfish. They are very different in texture. Let's see. It's actually melting in your mouth. You won't believe. Try it. Okay, I'm not going to give any points because it's the first thali that we are trying with you guys, but I would actually give 10 out of 10 right now for the whole experience. For the mouthful, texture, selection, amount, it's just perfect, and I really love the place. It's a hidden one, so nobody will tell you about it except for the locals. Something else came. Okay. Pickle. A very interesting pickle. We should ask what it is. Some new fruit. Looks like star fruit or okra.
Jonah is the best. Oh, the best. Thank you. You made it, yeah? Yeah. This is the chonak favorite. Really. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Honestly, guys, I just had one of the best fish thalis ever. But now it's time to head to our next location, and this time we are going to Anjuna. We are now in the heart of Anjuna, and I'll be very honest, we never eat here. Like, we never eat in any restaurant here, maybe except for a couple of them, because they're very touristy. There are simply a lot of places that are full of tourists, and I'm here actually looking for a very authentic thali experience. But this is a recommendation I had from a friend, so let's check it out. I don't know about the food yet, but I absolutely love the ambience.
And especially that irritating crow that keeps screaming. You know, whenever we film a video, there is always a crow screaming. I have no explanation to this phenomenon. It left. Small guest here. Hello. Hello, hello. I think she really expects some nice treat today.
We came here for a fish thali, but on the way we learned that this place is most famous for a smoked mackerel, a Goan specialty. So we absolutely had to try it. And as you know, the food tastes better if you know exactly how it was cooked. So here you go, you're watching the traditional way of making Goan smoked mackerel. You can probably hear the music in the background. Dums, dums, dums. No, it's not me who put it extra. It's actually a regular background sound of Anjuna. But let's focus on our smoked mackerel here. And it's time to eat! If only camera could record the smell as well. I feel like this is the truly missing piece in this story.
Okay guys, so now the moment X is coming, I'm going to try this thali. To me, there is one very different thing from all the thalis I tried before, and this is actually the abundance of the salad and the vegetables. So you only have like one type of fish, this is chonak. Let's see if it also melts in the mouth, like in Mapusa. And some fish curry. So, small fish curry. Yum, 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 yum. Let me try. Very good. But the spiciness level is a little up than the previous place. Now the sabji. This is not sabji, I think. Looks like a shrimp. Very nice. My favorite kokum. This one is on the sweeter side, very different. And there's lots of coriander. Here we have, do you know the slimy vegetable? The name? I don't know. This is really good. Delicious. Chonak. It does melt in the mouth as well.
So guys, the smoked mackerel was absolutely mind-blowing. Honestly, I'm definitely coming back for it. Concerning the thali, so what I've noticed is that so many different people recommended me different thalis, and it really depends on your taste buds. For example, for me, one of the most important thing is how the salt curry or kokum tastes, and here it was very sweet, and I like it more sour. But generally, what I absolutely loved about the thali here was the abundance of vegetables, the way that the okra was made. It was really delicious and very different. I loved the fish, the chonak. It was a little bit on the spicier side, though I have to tell you, you really need to go and taste it for yourself. All the places that I'm trying are absolutely excellent, and somebody in this area recommended me, swearing by them, saying that they're the best. So you have to find your own best thali. Our next thali is in Panjim. Whenever I ask locals for the best authentic food, they always point at Panjim. So it's time to check out one of the most famous fish thalis in the city.
Now we are in Panjim, and I'm actually going to a place which has been recommended to me by so many locals. It's like a classic when you ask about thali, especially in Panjim. It's a very interesting entrance. I expected it to be differently, but let's see what's inside and if it's actually overrated or not. This looks like a really massive one, but if I look closely, it has actually similar things that we tried in other places. Generally, this place is giving like really different vibe comparing to the two ones that we went before, you know. It's not like less local actually, especially the small rolls. It's very, what you see on the wall, it's a very Goan typical design of the restaurants, and it's like a nice and more comfortable place. But it's really alluring, especially I'm very excited about eating the crab. I have to ask some local person actually to teach me to eat the crab correctly, because when I eat the crab, it's like all over my face and everywhere. And let's test it, how it tastes. This goes to Shrikant's plate. I know you're gonna hate me for it, especially some of you, but I really just like paprika. I never eat it. I don't have space in my tummy for it usually after the food. Okay, what shall I start with? We have some aubergine or eggplant. Think whatever you like to call it. It reminds me how my grandmother was making it. I would never guess it's like a Goan specialty. Classic, you always have a piece of this fish. Let's try the gravy. It's a fish curry. This is really good. This is very different from everything we tried before. You know, there is a certain specialty about the Goan food. They use vinegar quite a lot, so it has this sourness flavor, especially with the meaty dishes. But I've never tried it together with the fish combination. Try. I honestly can't stop. I love vinegar. That's why I love Goan food. It like completely tastes my taste buds. All right, now, what's this spice? Is it kokum? We see the piece of kokum and the prawn curry. Wow, it's really good. For me, no fish thali without the salt curry. And this is my most favorite part of fish thali. That's why I go to eat fish thalis. Not because of the fish, because of the salt curry that comes with it. Yummy. Now the clams. This is classic. This is an absolute classic. The clams. Here in Ritz, actually the flavors are distinctively different. We have some tiny dry shrimps, I think with coconut. If you think of Goan cuisine, it's vinegar and coconut. It's a vegetable. I'm not sure I can eat the crab on camera. I'm really not sure. It's like I need a master class. I'll just go for the gravy. The crab soup, like my daughter calls it. Very nice. I have to admit that it's quite mild. So if you have issues with the spiciness level, this is definitely the place to go. And the king of the fish thali, the fish, chonak. This is my favorite fish, by the way. Fresh and melts in your mouth. And this is something that usually never comes. It's the first time that I'm seeing. I'm assuming it's a sweet. Looks like tapioca. Yeah? Sabudana. It's very nice, but I have to leave it for the dessert. Okay, so we are out of Ritz. I'm so full as always. I'll tell you the secret. The person who's filming me right now, he's hating fish thalis now because of this video. He says he can't have it anymore. I'm reaching that phase, guys. And honestly, you know, I have that terrible opinion that the more simple the place is, the better food is. But it's not always like that. What I really liked about this thali is that the flavors are different. So when you eat fish thalis in different places in North Goa, and I've tried many, trust me, a lot of them, like most of them didn't become a part of this video, they're very similar. And here, even though it felt like, okay, the food was also looks similar, you know, same types of fish, maybe same types of clams, but the flavor was distinctively different. So I have to admit, all the local people who recommended me to go to Ritz, they were right, and this is definitely on top of my list. Okay guys, you probably could figure out after me trying all those fish thalis that you've seen so far, I really needed some help. Ramesh will teach me everything about fish thali of Goa and how to eat it the correct way.